Good morning. It is Tuesday, June the 8th. You're with Heidi and Colette on this fine Tuesday morning. And I said to Craig, what's with the junk weather? What's going on? He goes, wait, hold on. So there's a little teaser for you about the weather coming up shortly.
Okay. I'll take a teaser.
Okay. Tease me, tease me, tease me.
Yes. Did you already say the date? It's Tuesday, June 8th?
Yeah, I
did. Okay, good. All right, good. Tuesday. You made it through Monday, so automatically, you know, you feel kind of stoked, or at least you should.
For sure.
Mondays are hard.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Taco. I had tacos on the weekend. They were nice.
Dante will have Taco Monday, Taco Tuesday, Taco Wednesday, and Taco Thursday.
Can't go wrong with taco.
No. But what we can go wrong with is shutting down Wellington Street last night. That was great.
Yeah.
So around 3 o'clock that happened. And then around 5 o'clock we received the press release from the police services that police cruisers were on Wellington Street lining it and closing it down because they arrested Mr. Jerry Lavelle. On June 7th, which was yesterday, the Crime Suppression Unit, the Emergency Services Unit, Investigations Unit, and Patrol Services, all services involved, arrested 50-year-old Jerry Lavelle on the strength of a warrant for second-degree murder. As a result of an ongoing investigation, officers were able to locate the accused around 3 p.m. in a residence in the 100 block of Wellington Street East, and he was arrested without incident. If you're wondering why Wellington Street was closed, that's why. He is charged with second-degree murder, possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, unauthorized possession of a weapon, a loaded firearm, possession of a firearm, careless use of a firearm, and pointing a firearm.
Okay.
And he's being held for bail court, which I can't imagine he's going to be out anytime soon with all those charges on him. But, you know, congratulations to police services. They've done a really great job of, you know, wrapping up some of these very big cases that have been going on in the Sault lately. Everything?
All right.
What do you got? I know what you're talking about.
I want to talk about the reopening. Step 1 has been pushed up. Formerly had been announced that we would... What?
Step one.
No, that got us in trouble last time.
Oh, yeah, we're not allowed to do that. Sorry. You can have lots of fun.
I know. Oh my God, I keep losing sound. I don't know if it's the batteries. Anyways, so formally announced that step 1 of the reopening would roll out on June the 14th. It has now been pushed up by virtue of the dynamic trajectory of the numbers trending ever downward. Fantastic news. So this Friday, step 1 will roll out at 12:01 a.m. Okay, so the first step of Ontario's reopening plan, here is the list of activities that will now be permitted. So, outdoor gatherings of up to 10 people. Outdoor dining. Outdoor dining. Outdoor dining.
And we have plans. And we do have a plan.
Okay. Outdoor dining of up to 4 people per table. So I would call ahead. I expect the patios to be very busy. Outdoor fitness classes, including personal training and sports training of up to 10 patrons. Once again, outdoors. Essential retail can now open at 25% capacity, and discount and big box stores can sell all goods. You can go and get some underwear.
Undies time.
Be sitting on a patio in brand new underwear.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
there's the Corona. Oh no, we're talking about that line.
no, this is people kicking it on the patios. Better make sure there are only 4 per table. All right.
Oh, that's a really good restaurant.
Non-essential retail will be reopening at 15% capacity. I think any capacity at this point is welcome, so 15 it is. Retail stores and malls will remain closed unless the stores have a street-facing entrance. Okay, well, the body shop, meh. Indoor religious services, rites, and ceremonies, including weddings and funerals, may resume at 15% capacity. In case you wanted to have your, is that Wonderland?
Yeah, it is.
If you're going to have your wedding at Wonderland,
well, why not?
Have
That'd be pretty cool.
I do. just don't stand at the top of don't stand up at the top of the roller coaster.
No.
Okay. What else? Horse racing and motor speedways may resume competition, but without spectators. Outdoor pools and wading pools may reopen with capacity limited to permit physical distancing. Or to permit, sorry, that's the wrong, not a permit, we're permitting, not,
Reflection.
never mind, whatever. Okay, and outdoor zoos, landmarks, and historic sites, botanical gardens may open with capacity limited to 15% for ticketed areas.
Oh.
Children's day camps, campsites, campgrounds, and short-term rentals, and overnight camping at Ontario parks will resume. Wow.
Oh, they're letting the overnight go away. I thought it was just the day stuff, so that's good.
Oh, I think that's just Point de Chene.
No, I know, but I think I thought they just opened the day stuff, but I thought that I didn't know that they
Yeah, no, it looks
pushed
like
tonight. That's
it looks
awesome.
like- yeah, I mean,
oh well, not for me because there'd be no way in hell that
Yeah,
I'd be sleeping anywhere but a hotel or my bed. Okay, before we go check out with Craig Rooney to find out what he meant by "just wait, Colette, just wait, it's gonna get nicer."
Oh, he probably put it in the comments on the social media.
Oh, probably.
already.
He likes that.
Yes.
He likes that. Today, Tuesday, June the 8th, we want to bring to your attention that at 2:15 today, for 2 minutes and 15 seconds, several areas around the city here, I can speak to that, I don't know about other cities, will be taking 2 minutes and 15 seconds of pause for the bodies found in Kamloops, BC.
Yeah.
I did receive this email from my son's school yesterday. It just says, please see the attached. We ask that you join our students, employees in observing 2 minutes and 15 seconds of peaceful prayer, silence, and honor, respect, and memory of those who attended residential schools, particularly the 215 children whose remains were discovered.
No.
So please, if you have 2 minutes, please, we all have 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Please take that time at 2:15 today to pay your respect to those that they found buried and other residential school survivors. Now, Craig, what do you have for us?
Okay, well, just hold on, Colette. The nice weather's coming, I swear. We do have a very thick cloud deck over us right now. Basically, it's fog. It's just not at ground level. It's up in the atmosphere. That's going to burn off later on this morning, leaving us with a mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures are already at 19 degrees, and I'll tell you what kind of day today's going to be. It's going to be very muggy because the dew point right now is at 18.3 degrees. Anything over 18 degrees, you start feeling sticky, and the dew point is what the temperature needs to cool to for dew to appear, and so that's what makes it all kind of sticky outside. We're heading for a high of 31 degrees today, so it's going to be a sticky one. We'll take a look at the radar and show you. This cloud deck really isn't showing up on this radar because it's very low to the ground, so the radar beams are missing it. But believe me, there's clouds sitting right over top of us, and there's that very mean-looking green thing around Thunder Bay. That is a severe thunderstorm rolling into there, and we're not going to see any severe thunderstorms. We are in the non-severe category for today, and if we do see some thunderstorms, it will appear closer to around the 3 o'clock range. So let's take a look at the forecast, the 12-hour forecast for you. We should see some sun break out in the next couple of hours. That's going to cook the air quite quickly. Temperatures are going to be around 20 to 22 degrees this morning and then increase this afternoon to about 31 degrees. It's going to be a very muggy day, especially in the afternoon. And that's all the trigger we need for a thunderstorm is that mugginess in the air. And those showers could linger into our evening, but we should see the sun break out again this evening. Temperature's still very, very warm. I'll have your complete 3-day forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes. Right now, let's send it back to Heidi and Colette.
Welcome back. Nowhere in that forecast did it look promising whatsoever. Oh, just wait for what? The sun that's coming out? You had lightning bolts everywhere, but whatever, we'll come back to that. A local family has created a display remembering the 215 children found on their front lawn. We do have that posted to online.com. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We got a first-time Chickie makes history as first female OHL draft pick. We're going to talk about that.
That's cool.
Air Canada says senior executives to voluntarily return their 2020 bonuses too, by the way. How about them apples? And how about these apples? We'll be right back after this commercial break.
First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
Don't click it, Mike. It's a scam.
Oh, hi, Voice of Reason. It looks legit.
Don't click. Listen to your voice of reason before you act.
I deleted it.
Canada.ca/bscamsmart can help.
I'm not sure when I will feel like myself again, and that's hard for me to admit. I got COVID. So many others died, and yet I'm lucky. I'm still here. But so are my long-haul symptoms. And even the best doctors and scientists don't know what to expect moving forward. But what they do know is that we now have a vaccine against this devastating virus. It is safe and effective. It can keep you from getting critically ill. I wish this vaccine had been around before so many of us had gotten sick. But it is here, now, for you. This shot means that you can be there again with family, friends, and neighbors. Be there. This is your shot.
Good morning and welcome back. It is Tuesday, June the 8th. You are here with First Local Mornings. We've got the lovely Colette and myself, the Heidi.
The lovely Heidi.
Well, thank you.
The Heidi. It sounds like it.
The Heidi.
Do you get the Heidi? Lucky you.
So COVID numbers. Once again, very pleased to report no new cases. Don't even have to do, the song and dance about Algoma Public Health contacting you if you are considered to have been a close contact. See how
it just rolls off
rhythmically it just rolls off my tongue at this point, So if you aren't contacted, then you consider yourself to be safe from potential exposure to, I don't have to do any of that, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
What I will do, though, is continue with our rolling numbers. I like to kind of compare them to the day before because to me, it's interesting to see which numbers are jumping where, despite the fact that no new cases are being confirmed. So, number of tests administered. So people are still getting tested, obviously, to the tune of about 609, an increase. So we're up to 146,890 tests administered. I don't know why I find that number interesting, but I think it's kind of cool, yeah. Out of those tests, we have confirmed 394 cases. So again, that number has not increased. We are still looking at 5 cases considered to be active, and one of those is a non-Algoma resident. Still kind of puzzled over the number in hospital. We now have, that number has gone down by 1. We have 2 people in hospital, both of whom are considered to be non-Algoma residents. So again, that brings me back to the active cases. If we only have
don't do the
one
math.
case
Don't be smart, Heidi.
in a non-Algoma resident considered to be active, how can we have 2 in hospital?
Things that make
These numbers are coming from Algoma Public Health. We have resolved 390 cases, and the number of cases that in this moment have screened positive for the variants of concern have increased by 4, so we are up to 106 now. Provincially, amazing day yesterday.
Really great.
Ontario reported a mere 525 new COVID-19 cases and 15 additional deaths. Always unfortunate to note. The smallest daily increase of new infections the province has seen since September.
Woohoo!
Yes. There have been fewer than 1,000 cases for 8 consecutive days. The province is reporting a test positivity rate of 3.6%, which is down from 4.3% 1 week ago. There were 15,177 tests completed in the last 24-hour period, and the province is reporting another 941 resolved cases, obviously dropping the active case count. Resolved cases have outnumbered new infections each day since mid-April. And then the hotspot totals 114 new cases in Toronto, 95 in Peel, 51 in Waterloo, Forder.
That's
I was doing so well.
you were doing very well. You meant to say, remember when you say things with confidence and fast, you meant to say that. Forder. We all know what
There are
Forder.
Forder in Durham. 40 new cases in Durham and 34 in the York region. So
Thank you very much.
yeah.
Very, very good numbers. And now we get new knickers and Bud Light Lime on Friday on a patio.
I feel like we're being rewarded. Like, yay.
Yeah, and Value Village too. But not to buy the new knickers there. Okay, man charged with assault with a weapon. On June the 6th, officers with patrol services charged 23-year-old Brent Boisneau Stone with assault with a weapon. At around 10 o'clock p.m., police received a call about an assault in the 200 block of McNabb Street. It is alleged. My favorite word. The accused, that and pivot. The accused struck a man known to him several times with a chair and threatened him. Upon arrival, officers located the accused and he was arrested. A search of the accused found him to be in possession of bank cards not belonging to him. He is charged with assault with a weapon, uttering threats, and 2 counts of breach of probation. It doesn't say anything about the bank cards though. I don't think that that's legal.
They were afraid of the chair.
I don't think having other people's bank card, well, maybe he was just holding onto them. He was released on an undertaking and scheduled to appear in court on July 19th. I know you have something about a man who's showing off something he shouldn't be showing off in a park.
On June 6th, officers with patrol services did charge 42-year-old Fred Murphy with indecent act. Around 5:30, police were notified of a man lying on the ground without clothes on at a park in the area of Lenox Avenue. Upon arrival, the man had left the area. An investigation began which identified the accused as the man in the park. He was located at a residence in the 300 block of Cora Road and arrested. He is charged with indecent acts and scheduled to appear in court on July 12th.
He's on my side of the hood. Okay. West End, where all the action happens, Heidi. And we do welcome you, Heidi, every once in a while to the West End. She just doesn't know how to get out of my street.
No.
Okay.
No.
Which way?
I can get there. I just can't get out.
Air Canada is giving money back voluntarily. Well, let me tell you about a little fund called the Collide or the High Debt Fund. It's for Colette and Heidi to have a summer of the life 2021.
That's right.
We're accepting fees. Ontario is still 1 week away from the tentative. What is going on? This is the wrong one. This is the wrong story. Air Canada executives, I do know the story, so I'm just going to say it off cuff.
Sure.
They were reprimanded for keeping their bonuses in 2020 because they had a bailout package, as you know, and the optics just didn't look right. And Krista Freeland, who's the Minister of Transportation, federal? Krista Freeland? I'm going to have to double check that one.
Okay.
She, again, I'm doing this off the top of the cuff here. So
You're amazing.
Yes, awesome. So she approached him and said, you can't be doing that because we just bailed you out and then you want to keep all these extra funds. And it wasn't like, here's an extra $100.
No.
Go grab yourself a nice little steak. They are significant.
Yep.
6 zeros. So they gave their money back, their bonuses back. Yep. And so congratulations to you, and you're still billionaires, but $1 million less, I guess.
100%.
That's the summary of my story there.
Hundo P.
Hundo P, as the cool kids say. How about you do one more story before we rip to a commercial?
All right. Yeah, this is just a little wee one.
Little wee one.
There has been one more individual charged under the Reopening Act. On June 5th, officers did attend an illegal gathering held at Bellevue Park to ensure it remained peaceful and to investigate the gathering. The investigation identified one person as having organized the illegal gathering. One person from Springwater Township, Ontario, was charged, under the Reopening Act. Well, actually, I can't say that conclusively. I don't have the name.
You're absolutely right. Same place as where the other person hailed from.
Yeah, same gathering, same place. It's been happening every week. They indicated it would be happening every week, so nothing says pre-planned by quite like announcing a schedule. So anyway, has been charged under the Reopening Act. for organizing the gathering, as he stated he would. The conviction for organizing an illegal gathering will result in a minimum fine of $10,000. The investigation into the illegal gathering is ongoing. Yeah.
If it is the same person, do they work for Air Canada? Because I'm wondering where these extra zeros are.
10,000, 10,000.
You get 10,000, you get 10,000, you get 10,000, and you get to wait for 2 more minutes as we go to a commercial break. We'll be right back with more Heidi and Colette.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
COVID-19 is a serious health threat. When you touch things like gas pumps, door handles, or someone else's cell phone, you can spread the virus, even if you don't have symptoms. Don't put lives at risk. Wash your hands. Stay 2 meters apart. That's a distance of 2 arms lengths. And if you're sick, stay home to save lives. A message from the Government of Canada.
Is going to a party really worth it? Putting yourself at risk puts everyone at risk. Help limit the spread of COVID-19.
Are you coming back?
Good.
We're on. Good
back.
morning. Welcome back to First Local Morning.
No, you do it. No, you do it. No, you hang up first.
Tuesday, June the 8th, Colette and Heidi. You were going to talk about that person who did get sentenced.
I can't stand this story that I'm about to say. I know we're supposed to remain neutral as journalists, but I don't see how you can put 8 years on a woman's life and say, where do you come up with 8 years? A man who pitched a trailer hitch at an Indigenous woman from a moving car in Thunder Bay, as you'll know, this story goes back a few years, was given 8 years in prison on Monday for what the judge described as a misogynist, thrill-seeking, and callous attack. In sentencing Braden Bushby, who's 22, for manslaughter, the judge noted the profound grief inflicted on the family of Barbara Kentner, who was 34 at the time that she passed away, as well as the anger among Indigenous people for whom such violence has become commonplace. The story goes like this. He was driving by in a car. He had the trailer hitch. He threw it at her, and it is marked and legally marked that in the records that he said, I finally got one. So for that act and for killing this poor 34-year-old, he's sitting in jail for 8 years.
Okay.
And I don't care if he's already been there for a year or two or whatever it has been there. But anyways, I think that putting 8 years on someone's life is... I don't know why.
Like you said, I mean, it seems a fairly arbitrary number to just kind of assign, like, to when you consider, like she's never going to have an opportunity to do, X, Y, Z. So,
what happened to 25 years to life? Like, wasn't that a thing? Anyway.
All right. There is no graceful segue into my story.
There is
so
not.
I'm just gonna move past that and say, yes, Ontario is stepping up to honor talented Indigenous youth, including one Caleb Daybutch from Mississauga First Nation.
Yeah.
So 6 talented Indigenous students are being honored with the James Bartleman Indigenous Youth Creative Writing Award. So the 2018 and 2019 award recipients are being recognized for writing remarkable stories that illustrate powerful and personal accounts of their unique perspectives and challenges, helping to promote literacy among Indigenous youth. The individuals involved are one Maya Dixon from Sandy Lake First Nation is the recipient of the Senior Fly-In category. Michaela Allen from Newmarket is the recipient of the Junior Off-Reserve category. Ariel Wendling from Port Colborne is the recipient of the Senior Off-Reserve category. Caleb Daybutch from Mississauga First Nation is the recipient of the Senior On-Reserve category. Pearson Masitawajic.
Excellent job.
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably did not get that
Well,
right. But anyway, does not diminish your accomplishment, Pearson. From Ebamet Lake is the recipient
Thanks.
of the Junior Fly-In category. And Denise Sandy from Kenora is the recipient of the Junior On-Reserve category. So congratulations
Yeah,
to
that's
you
awesome.
all. Quite an accomplishment. You know, the recipients chosen by an independent selection committee in recognition of their excellent creative writing talent. The members of the committee are from Indigenous communities. The annual award recognizes Indigenous students for their creative writing talent in the categories that I just named. And interested students may apply for this award by mail or online. And this year, the deadline has actually been extended to June 30th.
Nice.
So, writing's your gig.
Yeah.
Make sure you submit an application.
Awesome.
Over to
That's
you.
great. That's
Yep.
great. You know, I had this conversation actually with my parents last night because they asked me, like, what history did you learn in school with regards to when we were talking about the residential schools and just about the history of Canada, what we were taught in schools. And then the other day, and funnily enough, as you know, Dante takes Ojibwe, so
Yep.
he's well versed, and he's becoming well versed. And he writes his little words on the fridge. We post them up there. And there's like 16 letters. And I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, bus or something like that. Anyways, he's doing fantastic and learning a lot, which is the point of my story. So what aspects of Canadian students are taught about our residential schools in the system? It varies by province. Newfoundland's, they're looking into exploring what's being taught, and the most depth examination now occurs in social studies in grade 7. So it's a one unit of a book. Nova Scotia, saying students must learn about residential schools in grade 8. I didn't learn about any residential schooling in
No.
Southern Ontario, and I don't know.
I didn't learn about anything in Northern Ontario.
That's right. So the history is extremely important of our First Nation community. So they are looking into it throughout the school. Why it's not in our history books? Because it's part of our Canadian history. Ontario has revamped its program in 2019 and continues to look at revisions. Compulsory material on residential schools now occurs in history class. So once again, a handout in a history class in grades 7, 8, and 10. Like I said, I'm fortunate enough that my little guy asked me to drop, well, first of all, he goes, can I drop French? I'm like, no, you can't drop French, but I want to take Ojibwe. I'm like, yes, you can absolutely do that. So,
Okay.
at least we have that option for our little guys here. So come on, Ontario, Canada, pick up your heels. Let's get going. Make it mandatory. All right, we're 2.5 minutes out before commercial.
Well, I want to talk about the housing locally.
Okay, let's
because I mean,
talk.
it's kind of a phenomenon that's playing out across Northern Ontario. But
Yep.
I mean, I myself have noticed that, and maybe you have as well.
Yep.
So a house goes up for sale, and like within sometimes it seems like a day, it's snapped up,
Yeah.
and it's really driving the market,
Yeah.
and it's resulting in some scenarios where affordable housing in Northern Ontario is becoming increasingly harder to come by because some people from out of town, like I don't know the exact statistical kind of breakdown of who's making the purchase, but I have heard that a significant number of purchasers are coming from out of town, just looking to buy into the market. So whether they want to move here or they want to kind of flip it into like a rental sort of scenario,
okay.
undetermined, I'm not sure. But this is now being tracked. So there's been a new report by the Advocacy Centre for Tenants Ontario and Advocacy North, and they've identified critical housing needs affecting tenants across Northern Ontario. So the report itself actually is like a really comprehensive analysis on affordable housing issues specific to the North. And it draws from a range of resources, first-hand accounts of residents, community and legal clinic workers, key interviews with housing stakeholders, municipal officers, a review of academic literature as well. And they're saying we cannot keep warning that a housing crisis is coming. The crisis is here. The good news is that there are solutions available. Governments of all levels need to listen to the experts and their communities. They need to turn their efforts and money to crisis management and long-term planning right now. And this is coming from one Megan McDonald. She's a community legal worker with the Lake Country Community Legal Clinic. So we do have further information with regards to this posted to our website. Some excellent points, just kind of highlighting the critical factors that are kind of designating this as a crisis. Yeah, so, and they're also talking about how Northern Ontario's, very unique geography, climate, population have shaped the key needs and challenges of the region's housing sector. So housing programs and investments coming from the provincial and federal government must understand that things are different in the north, right? Different realities, the needs of the housing in the north, and only then can we really think that the housing crisis will be effectively addressed. So, yeah.
All right, thanks very much, Heidi. It's really informative. And why not move here? It's beautiful, right? I get that. I have heard about people, now that working from home is more prevalent, more accepted, and not paying for rent for your businesses, that people are moving to the north to work from home to enjoy the beautiful view. We will be right back after commercial break. I saw on 680 News, remember all the kids, 4 people that died in London that were hit? It wasn't a planned attack on them. They were a Muslim family, and it was a planned attack. So I just saw that come through. So we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get back. And hey, the border might be opening soon. Oh, TJ Maxx for Heidi and Colette and Applebee's.
Applebee's patio.
Yes. We'll be right back after this break.
Knickers.
New knickers for everybody. You get knickers.
First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
Let me fix you something to have for dinner. Oh, no, I never eat. I just nibble. Well, if you're still hungry, there's half a chicken in the refrigerator. Not anymore. That's what I nibble.
Leave some of those paintings people were doing, and you can do it. If you're not doing it, pick up a brush and join us, because you really can do it. There's no secret to this.
The COVID-19 pandemic in Canada is serious. We must continue to practice all public health measures. Follow local guidelines for gatherings, maintain physical distancing, wash your hands, wear a mask, and download the COVID Alert app. If you have symptoms, even mild ones, stay home. Protect yourself and others. We've come too far to stop now.
A message from the Government of Canada.
Is going to a party really worth it? Putting yourself at risk puts everyone at risk. Help limit the spread of COVID-19.
Welcome back. It is Tuesday, June the 8th, here with Heidi and Colette for all your local news, the only place to get it. We're going to throw to Craig shortly. He is correct. He's like, oh, you said you love thunder bangers, as I call them, and you think that's funny. It's not funny. Thunder bangers. I do, but I also love the sun more. As I was saying just before the commercial, a Muslim community is beyond horrified by the several people who were hit. It was a hit by a car Sunday night, I guess, around 8 o'clock. I guess resulting in the family was out for a Sunday walk when they were run down on a sidewalk. The grandmother, the father, the mother, and the teenage daughter were killed, and a boy was seriously injured. It was a hate crime. Bill Blair added Canada's integrated national security enforcement team, which is made up of counter-terrorist security forces, is working collaboratively with local police. RCMP have also been in touch and offered its full support. Canada's Minister of Public Safety is Bill Blair, and said in a statement with the London Police Service is currently leading the investigation. So this is a federal resources that they're pulling to investigate this horrific hate crime, and the level of hate is beyond words right now. So the Muslim community is very much mourning the death of an entire family. Wiped out an entire family. Yeah. Okay, we are ready to go to Craig and find out what's going to happen, not just for today, but maybe for the rest of the week. What do you got for us, Craig?
Thank you very much. Well, we have some considerable cloud in our day today, and it's going to be sticking around. We should see some peaks of sun, but we will also see some very warm temperatures. This is what the sky looks like right now. We have some active weather around the Thunder Bay area. This is a severe thunderstorm heading into Thunder Bay, and as a matter of fact, north of Lake Superior, we're seeing the severe outbreak of thunderstorms mainly for today. We're in the non-severe threat, and we could see a thunderstorm develop later on, maybe around 3 o'clock or after 3 o'clock. We could see some development of some thunderstorms or maybe just some showers. But right now, we're kind of in between systems. We have an active low here, we have an active low here, and there is a boundary setting up. So that is where the threat of thunderstorms come. As far as temperatures go today, we are reaching 31 degrees. I don't know if we'll actually hit 31 because we do need a substantial amount of sun to kind of warm the air, but that's the call. 31 degrees here, 30 in Mackinac, 27 with thunderstorms in Thunder Bay, and 26 in Wawa. And again, they could be under some thunderstorms today. This is our systems for today then. We have this high pressure system again continuing to pump up some warm, moist air into the area, and we have this boundary setting up, and that's where the threat of some thunderstorms will come later on this afternoon. If we take a look at the forecast for the next 3 days, there we go, 31 degrees for today. A mix of sun and cloud, mainly cloudy conditions though, and we're anticipating some storms rolling in after 3 o'clock. Those storms could linger into our day tomorrow, where we see another opportunity for thunderstorm development because temperatures are still holding on at 30 degrees, and we're only dipping 2 degrees for Thursday with a mix of sun and cloud at temperature 28, and we continue to see those temperatures just go down slightly as we head into the weekend. That is your forecast right now. Let's send it back to Heidi and Colette.
Well, thanks for that, Craig.
Yes,
Dynamite. Little rain never hurt anybody, I suppose.
Thunder bangers for everybody.
Huh. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Ted?
No. Oh, I have. Yes, I have.
Funny.
Hey, you know what? So I was dealing with an insurance adjuster because my mother did have that emergency situation on the weekend.
Yeah.
The guy answers the phone, and his name is McKevin. His name is McKevin. I don't know if you've ever seen Superbad, but so close to McLovin, I almost couldn't talk to him. So if you've never seen Superbad, that's going to be like wah, 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 wah. But go watch Superbad and remember that I talked to McKevin just the other day.
McLovin. Okay. And you have such a great poker face. I'm sure he didn't catch on.
Well, he's on the phone. He couldn't see my face.
Doesn't matter. I can still feel your vibe on the phone with you. I know when you're...
I'm pretty sure I did giggle.
I'm sorry. Not a doubt in my mind that you did. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say McLovin?
Magic Mike in the booth, yeah.
What can we do on Friday? We're going to
update everybody. I just want to, for those of you who are checking in late, this is a list of what is now allowed under the reopening step 1, which has been pushed up from June 14th to this Friday, starting at 12:01. There's going to be madness in the streets at midnight.
I tell you, madness.
Okay,
Step 1,
outdoor gathering.
Just let me do it. Step 1. We can have lots of fun.
And there it is.
There it is.
Outdoor gatherings of up to 10 people. You can hit a patio with 4 of your buddies, okay? So outdoor dining of up to 4 people per table. Outdoor fitness classes, outdoor personal training, outdoor sports training of up to 10 patrons. Essential retail can now open at 25% capacity, and discount and big box stores can sell all goods.
Undies.
Non-essential retail. So non-essential retail will open at 15% capacity. Retail stores in malls, unfortunately, will remain closed unless they have a street front access.
I need H&M in my life.
I know, and I want to go to the Body Shop.
Yes. Yeah, and Mike needs a banana hammock.
Mike, can they hear you?
Can you stop?
Oh, God, then stop that.
No, we get the banana hammock in our ear, so you get to listen to it.
Indoor religious services, rites, and ceremonies, including weddings and funeral, may resume at 15% capacity. Outdoor religious services, rites, and ceremonies, including, did I just say this? No. Weddings and funerals permitted with capacity limited to permit physical distancing. Yes.
Not to be confused to permit.
Permit, yeah. Right, you said permit. Horse racing and motor speedways may resume competition, but nobody can go and watch. No spectators.
You can't.
No.
Come on with the 6. Come on with the 6.
Now you got to do that from home or a bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't say bar. No bars.
No bar.
Only outside.
No bar.
So,
Bar the bar. Come on with the 6.
God, did I ever sound Canadian there? It's a bar.
Bar. I know you did. That's
bar. Can't go to the bar.
What's that all about?
Outdoor pools and wading pools may reopen with capacity limited to permit physical distancing. Outdoor zoos, landmarks, historic rites, and botanical gardens may open with capacity limited to 15% for ticketed areas. Children's day camps, campsites, campgrounds, short-term rentals, and overnight camping at Ontario parks. Yes.
Sweet. Well, it's social media time and a couple of factoids we're going to have that are apparently off the Hiznit today, so can't wait to hear those. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Off the Hiznit factoids and Colette and Heidi.
You can't oversell.
Well, I'm not overselling.
Undersell, over-deliver.
I'm not overselling.
I'm not sure when I will feel like myself again, and that's hard for me to admit. I got COVID. So many others died, and yet I'm lucky. I'm still here. But so are my long-haul symptoms. And even the best doctors and scientists don't know what to expect moving forward. But what they do know is that we now have a vaccine against this devastating virus. It is safe and effective. It can keep you from getting critically ill. I wish this vaccine had been around before so many of us had gotten sick. But it is here, now, for you. This shot means that you can be there again with family, friends, and neighbors. Be there. This is your shot.
First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
Don't click it, Mike. It's a scam.
Oh, hi, Voice of Reason. It looks legit.
Don't click. Listen to your voice of reason before you act.
I deleted it.
Canada.ca/BScamSmart can help.
Problem.
Big problem.
I hope
Welcome.
you enjoyed that view of a Canadian border crossing.
And why do we have that? Oh, by the way, it's Tuesday, June the 8th. Heidi, Colette, you know the drill. Well, Mike is dying. Are you doing the story? Are you doing the story? Are you doing the story? Like, are the kids, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yeah, Mike, we're there yet, buddy. Canada's, I
want to go back over?
I do. I want to take Heidi over to TJ Maxx and pop her cherries. Never been there. Canada eyeing multi-stage approach to reopening the border. You're so dirty. Reopening the border to travelers. The Peace Bridge and the Canadian border are seen from Buffalo. This is on my parents' end.
Okay.
Okay, well, this isn't, Mike. This is from Windsor? Okay, thank you, Michael, for providing factual detail around what we're showing. The Peace Bridge and the Canadian border are seen from Buffalo on April 3rd. That's just gibberish. Canadian officials are looking at a multi-phase approach to reopening the border that would begin with allowing fully vaccinated travelers to enter starting this summer. The pace of Canada-U.S. discussions about reopening has intensified lately as more people in both countries are vaccinated and as frustration goes on the American side over the continued border closure. Well, not just the American side there, America. The broad themes of those conversations were described to CBC News by several border town mayors who have been consulted in the talks. I wonder if Provenzano was one of those. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau revealed 2 key elements of the likely reopening plan in public remarks on Monday that the reopening will happen in stages, that the first travelers entering Canada will have to be fully vaccinated.
Okay.
Trudeau says Canada's relatively low COVID-19 counts and high rates, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's the story. Mike, do you feel better, buddy? You feel better we got that out there? You got to show
Yes,
his little
I do.
graphics, his little stop sign, his little octagon. All right, Mike, that's what we do for you. That's what Heidi and I do for you. We got it.
How many other people are going to be excited? Come on.
It is exciting. It is exciting. But are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I have family in the States, so obviously I'm anxious to see my family.
Yeah.
Apart from
excuse me, I thought we had a
Walmart, the superstore with the wall o' wine.
I'm anxious to
And
go to
Myers. Have you been to
California.
Myers? Oh,
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't like your lack of enthusiasm. We're going for a day
Okay,
trip.
sorry. Ask me again.
Have you been to Myers?
I have not, but I've always wanted to go.
Listen, that's better, baby. That's better. I'm telling you, changes life. It's a game changer.
Yes, of course.
TJ
yes.
Maxx and Applebee's first for a first date.
Heaven help me if a trip to Myers is the high point of my existence, but whatever.
Oh, like we have lives. Don't even bother. What's going on social media today?
Social media. Okay. Let's see who we got. Giselle beating everybody to the punch.
Oh, Mike's in trouble.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Giselle.
Cute little emoji, 3 cups of coffee. Yeah, I could use one.
I know.
Sorry, dear.
And a little sunshine with a smile. Karen Bridges, good morning, ladies. Love the show with 2 little smiley emojis. Thanks, Karen.
Nice,
It's
Karen.
nice to get some affirmations, some positive feedback.
Yeah, because our weatherman and producer, they don't give us anything.
No, they don't.
Nothing.
Really.
Just
They give us grief.
great.
Hey, Heidi, I think I'm going to keep you up more than Colette.
Yeah, that'll be the day. That
Go
never
ahead.
happens, but whatever. Okay.
I'm picking my nose right now.
You'll wait till
Nobody
I'm in the
knows
middle
it.
of something and then you'll cut to her, so that's okay.
Great.
Inika, all the way from the Netherlands.
Shoot.
Good morning, all. Oh, and there's so many exclamation points. I'm not wearing glasses. Hang on.
Oh.
2,
We had a
4,
picture for Inika,
6,
remember?
8 exclamation points. Wow. So
Wow,
good morning, all. With
You had
a
a good
toothy
night.
grin, a coffee, a cookie, and a wavy hand. Good morning to you, Inika.
I'm trying to find that picture. Remember we were going to share it?
With the flowers.
Yes, vacations, white tulip field in the Netherlands. There it is there. Mike didn't do it, so I'm going to have to do it like this because that's what we deal with here. Okay. All right. Anyways, that was for you, Nico.
Merci beaucoup says, good morning, ladies. Thanks for the fantastic updates with the gratitude hands and the purple heart. And she says, yay for more reopening. I know, right? It feels like it's been 10 billion years, of toeing the line.
Ooh,
anyway.
Good one.
Yes. Jacob Moore, sports analyst. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone got their brooms since we had a sweep last night. Let's go Montreal. But then he does qualify that by saying that hurts to say since he is a Leafs fan.
And too bad Boston.
I was going to say, you've kind of had a lot of practice at managing these hurt feelings, but okay.
Heidi, it's too soon.
Oh, sorry, too soon. Okay, you're right. Okay. Margaret McKegg says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Kimberly, good morning, beautiful ladies. Happy birthday to my cousin, Lori Santa Maria, who owns Pet Pleasure Resort. Well, happy birthday, and thank you for making the pets of Sault Ste. Marie look beautiful and making them pampered and cared for in your luxurious facility. A smiley emoji, a heart, a Caesar Kim offers up, a sunshine, a handsome dog. A Gerber daisy, I want to say, like the cone exploding with the confetti, and a bouquet of flowers. Wow. Yay, Kimberly! Woo!
That was a nice one.
Yeah. Kim's
Thank
dynamite.
you, Kimberly.
Yeah. Linda Catherine Reed. Good morning, ladies, with a sunflower and a cup of coffee. Linda Reed. I'm going to find you. We're going to have a beer. Okay.
And you can, it's a Friday.
Yeah, there you go. Debbie Clayton, good morning, lady. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope the same for you, Debbie. Kimberly, Heidi, your hair looks amazing.
I think Heidi looks amazing. I've said that to her several times this morning.
Well, thank you.
She's working these jeans like nobody's business.
Silver jeans, yes. My sister gave me a pair of silver jeans, and they are very flattering. Yes. Marcello Goulart, that's a new name.
Hi, Marcello.
Good morning to you. Thank you for watching. Welcome aboard. We're always happy for a new viewer. Steve Child says GMAHAGTT, so I'm going to say good morning all. Have a great Taco Tuesday. You can't get me anymore. We're simpatico. I live in your head. Okay. Kimberly, Colette, I'm with you on the sentence, obviously for the hitch toss. Disgusting.
Can you believe that?
Yep.
How was a life
Brutal.
worth 8 years?
Brutal. Tony Mancuso, great day today.
Okay,
Chance of a thunderbanger and 4 brooms. It doesn't get any better. Have a fantastic day, ladies, with 4 winky smiles. Wink right back at you, sir.
Good morning, Tony.
Let me see here. Steve Childs, you got to wrap the program up in your hand and beat it on your leg. Go numbers down. I want to make sure I get that right.
Yeah.
And then he says,
come on with the 6. Come on with the 6.
Oh, okay.
I love horse racing. It's
okay.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely
As you are standing across from the finish line.
Okay, gotcha. I just go by the names. I don't look at who's the jockey is. I don't care. I would think like Emerald Shamrock. I'm picking that one.
Wait, is the show over?
No, come on with the 2. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We have to go to commercial. Come on with the 2. Come on. Come on.
Hold it, young man. There seems to be a speck of dust on your lapel.
That sort of thing, you'll be perfect for the show.
Oh, well, in that case, I do that sort of thing.
I'm not going out in public dressed as Zorro.
Afraid it'll blow your cover?
Is going to a party really worth it? Putting yourself at risk puts everyone at risk. Help limit the spread of COVID-19.
COVID-19 is a serious health threat. When you touch things like gas pumps, door handles, or someone else's cell phone, you can spread the virus, even if you don't have symptoms. Don't put lives at risk. Wash your hands. Stay 2 meters apart. That's a distance of 2 arms lengths. And if you're sick, stay home to save lives. A message from the Government of Canada.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
Welcome back. Here we are, First Local Morning. We got Colette and Heidi. There's still a few people popping up on social media, so I'm going to let them get their last words in. I see Costa Rica is back. Hello,
Nice.
Mike Adams. Don't think I haven't noticed that you haven't been watching. And there's no way you've been on vacation since you live in paradise.
Correct.
So, where you been?
Under a palm tree.
Well, Craig is ready. Can I do a factoid?
Do a factoid and then we'll go to
I'm
Craigers.
doing a factoid because
Craig might
I'm in
wanna hear
here
the
and
factoid.
you're over there and I'm still talking. So,
amen to that, sister.
this date, 1974, Dolly Parton, #1 on the U.S. country chart with I Will Always Love You. Now,
Whitney.
Elvis Presley indicated that he wanted to cover this. Oh, you got
What
a
a
picture
great
of them
picture.
together. Awesome.
What a great
Anyway,
picture.
you are amazing. Elvis indicated he wanted to cover the song, and Parton was interested until Elvis Presley's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, told her that it was standard procedure for for the songwriter to sign over half of the publishing rights to any song that Elvis recorded. So Parton refused. I Will Always Love You then became a worldwide #1 hit for Whitney Houston in 1992 when featured in The Bodyguard.
Elvis the Pelvis, looking pretty cool.
Colonel Tom Parker denied him a hit. I'm just going to say, whatever. Okay.
Well, we should whatever Craig quickly.
Oh, all right.
Okay, Craig, you've got 30 seconds. Just kidding. Over to you, Craig.
30 seconds. I have a factoid for you.
Okay.
We broke another record yesterday. The old record was in 1976 at 29.4. Yesterday, we officially hit 30.8 at the airport, 32 here in town. So another record was broke heat-wise, and we could break another record today if we actually achieve 31 degrees. And we just might do that because it is a pretty muggy day out there today. We're going to burn off this cloud cover we have right now. It's basically fog. Could see some sun, and then that's really going to cook the atmosphere later on today. And just one more thing. Don't leave your dogs in your car if you're at a store, a grocery store, even for a couple of minutes. They can overheat quite quickly in this type of weather, so please just leave your dogs at home. Now let's take a look at the 12-hour forecast. 20 degrees right now under some cloudy conditions. I don't think we're going to see a thunderstorm this morning. That's up to the north, though we could see one roll in this afternoon around 3 to 5 o'clock. Temperature is going to be about 31 degrees. Not much of a trigger is going to be needed to get these storms going here in the Sault. And for this evening, we could see those showers linger into our evening at first, and then see some partial clearing, but temperature's still quite warm. I'll have more at 5 o'clock for your next update. Right now, let's send it back to Heidi and Colette to end the show.
Oh, thanks, Craig. And you're right, we do love our Thunder Bangers here, so looking forward to that. Just want to go home and watch it from the inside. Yesterday was boiling. I don't have air conditioning. Quick story. I got home and the boys were making oven fries. I'm like, stop! Hold the presses! Abort mission! We were only having popcorn and grilled cheese and
eating it inside the refrigerator.
Yeah, well, Dante had the freezer open. How about this, Mommy? And I said, yeah, there you go. Anyway.
So we're going to finish off the social media, and then we're closing that opportunity. Ooh. And then I have one more factoid, assuming Mike allows me to trot it out. I can do it. All right.
when you do that, please.
Okay, so Amy Michelle, good morning, ladies. I'm in early enough to watch, and I'm down the hall. Yay,
good morning.
Yay,
we'll be walking by your door shortly and waving our good morning wave.
Good morning to you, Amy.
Oh, that's sweet.
Enica somehow has seen your picture. Did Mike pop it up?
No, Mike did not follow through on that. I went like this and showed Enica.
She's seen it.
Because I went like this.
Okay.
Because we can't rely on Mike.
All right. Wonderful picture, Colette. She approves. Mike
Beautiful.
Adams, Costa Rica.
Yes,
he says, good morning, sunshine, coffee, pura vida. Steve Childs, yes, Colette put a smile on my face. Many, many memories at Woodbine
Me
and
too.
Greenwood.
Love Woodbine. Yeah.
And Mike Adams responds to my taunting by reminding me that he was sleeping in. There is a 2-hour time difference. All right, well, we'll let it slide this time. Fine. Don't make a habit of it. Set your alarm. Okay. Factoid. June 8th, 1985. So Tears for Fears started. I know.
You did well today.
I know. Tears for Fears. Love them. They started a 2-week run at #1 on the U.S. singles chart with Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Great song. The group's first U.S. #1. In 1986, the song actually won Best Single at the Brit Awards. Band member and co-writer Roland Orzabal argued that the song deserved to win the Ivor Novello International Hit of the Year award, claiming that the winner, and the actual winner was 19, which was a song done by Paul Hardcastle. But Roland Orzabal argued that it should not have won because 19 was not actually a song, but only a dialogue collage. I don't know. Do you know the song 19?
No. I assume
19 was
it's people
hard to
talking
find.
about a bunch of different people.
Well,
talking.
it was hard to find. It was very contentious. You had to buy it quickly because I believe it was pulled from the market. It was a song that was written about, the Vietnam War
Gotcha.
and the specific ages of the individuals who were being drafted and sent over.
Okay.
If you can find it, I don't know, it might be on Spotify. It's a cool song to hear, to listen to, but very heavy hitting with the facts.
Okay.
I thought that was interesting.
Very interesting. And Mike, excellent job on the images. Don't worry about the images I sent you for Enica. That's okay. Okay, Taya Curry became the first female ever chosen in Ontario, in the Ontario Hockey League Priority Selection Draft. And that's just flipping awesome. So the 16-year-old, I know, the 16-year-old goaltender from Park Hill, Ontario, was selected in the 14th round, 267th overall by the Sarnia Sting. She's 5'7". She played for the Elgin Middlesex Chiefs. Oh, I know that area. Triple A boys under 16. Why don't we have female hockey? Why don't we have their own league? We have wonderful.
Don't we?
Well, no, there's OHL. She's getting drafted to the O. Brielle Caruso, my niece. Geez.
Okay.
She should be in the O too. The 5'7", or she will be. Manon Rheaume, the only woman to play in the NHL, was Manon Rheaume in exhibition games for the Tampa Bay Lightning back in '92 and '93. She played a game in the QMJHL, which is the Quebec Major League or Junior Hockey League. So yeah, awesome sauce. Way to go, Taya. We'll be following you on Sports 705 Sports with Jacob and Colette on Friday and figuring out what else we can do for female hockey players in this fine province. Have a great Taco Tuesday. See you tomorrow morning at 8.